Hi guys,
I'm Nina,
and I'm Lale.
and this is our
Play to Pod.
Hi Nina,
Hi Lale.
this is our 30th episode. Whoa!
Yeah, and we have a very special person today.
Tell me more.
Oh, so here you have. Pay attention. And he helps Pixel's community a lot.
Uh,
He's a great Web3 game player. And also he is a crypto investor, okay?
oh,
And here is a special hint. I know you get it. He's Clover Guild founder.
oh, yeah, it's Glun.
Yeah, it is Glun today, Lale. Welcome, Glun. Okay, guys, so let's start with our first question for Glun. So, Glun, please, how did you discover Pixels? Was it love for the first time?
I got to know Pixels when it came to Ronin. I didn't know about Pixels before it. I really love Pixels because in the Ronin community we weren't expecting like a place or a game where we can meet virtually with other community members. And Pixels was the first experience. We were actually waiting for the Axie lens to be like this, but Pixels came first. So yeah, it was very, very awesome to get to meet like the running community in a virtual place. So, yeah, it was love at first sight, you can say.
Oh, but okay. We know Pixels. It existed before. However, you started playing it just when it came to Ronin, wasn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. Before that, I didn't play it.
Oh, I didn't know Pixels. That's why.
Oh, so you didn't know. You only knew it because of Ronin.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And about pixels, how do you feel about being a reference for many people in the game?
I always love helping the community. So it feels great. I believe. I'm really passionate about helping others. In Web3 especially because Web3 is still something that we are discovering every day together. So yeah, it feels good.
Okay. And about this helping other people, this is really good, Glum. We also help our community. But in your case, our community maybe is different. I mean, people who follow you or people from your channel. And when they have questions, what is it about most of the time, please? Just to check if it's the same as us.
In Pixels terms, I think it's about what to do with their current skills. What is the best thing to do at the moment if they want to get to a certain level or get to, I don't know, how to spend their coins or things like that. And of course, also the fun alpha that I can't give because we are not allowed to share most of the things. But of course we share what we can, what is allowed.
Okay, I understand. Okay, so I think it's basically the same. What to do with the things that I have. So what's now, Glun? What's now? So yeah, I think that's the same here. Okay. So about gameplay and your personal experience, can you tell us a moment in Pixels or because of Pixels that you won't forget anymore?
Oh, yeah, I think the two events that I won't forget are the first Guild Wars. That it was cool because it was the first time that as Guild we were like everyone was using the voice chat to communicate, and we are like making strategies together, and we were like collaborating with each other. It was very cool in that sense. Even though we didn't earn anything, but we had a lot of fun. And also the play to airdrop. It was. I think of course the gameplay could be better, but at that time it was good because there were no other options. It was different that now that we have so many games. And yeah, I didn't sleep for like 15 days.
Oh,
No, I mean I had a little sleep, not much sleep, and I also yeah, I will always remember the two events because it was very different from the daily gaming experience you have on Pixels.
well, at that time, I believe Lale and we weren't playing yet, but I remember everybody talking about it. Okay, but in fact, it was our second questions. For you explain us better about the play to airdrop. It was real. You were one of the, how can I say, finalists of the people who won a big prize, but you fight a lot to get it. Can you tell us a little bit how it was, in fact, what people had to do? Because I wasn't playing that time, so I don't know too much.
Oh, we had to compete in different leaderboards. We had a leaderboard for chopping trees, for example, a leaderboard for farming, a leaderboard for honey, and you had to do you choose what you want to compete, but I choose everything except the trees. But I compete in all the leaderboards. I was top 10 in some of the leaderboards, and I finished in the top. I think rank 42 if I remember correctly, and I earned 60k pixel. Yeah, 60k.
60k.
Yeah,
Great.
60,000 pixels.
Oh, I was thinking it was 40. It was 60.
Sorry. Yeah, it was 40. It was 40.
Yeah, I know more than I know more about Glun than the Glun. Okay.
Yeah, I messed it up with the numbers.
But it was 60 cents. It was the good times, the golden times.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just like the play to airdrop was just before the token launch.
Oh, it was perfect.
And I participated in this play to airdrop. If you had a land, or if you had a pet, and there were the amount of pets at that time were very low, so not a lot of people had pets. And if you had one of these NFTs, you secured a lot of points. But I didn't have any of these NFTs. I didn't have a land or a pet. So I still called free to play, only VIP. I still managed to get to top 50.
Oh.
So it felt even better because winning against the landowners at that time and pet owners, yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Wow. Okay. Okay, but you didn't sleep. You fight a lot. You played, almost 24 hours a day.
And
Wow.
no one knew what the price will be. Like we didn't know. We were just playing, like competing, but we didn't know the token price or like how many pixels we'll get. We didn't know anything. We were blindly competing, like for honor.
Oh, so it was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Ah, great. And you decided to be part of it because you believe in the project or because Ronin said it will be good? Why?
Because I like pixels. Because I like playing pixels, and I really like Luke's vision. So yeah, I follow Luke since that he got to know pixels, and I really like his vision of making play to earn sustainable. And I think it's possible, but we are, like in previous years, still experimenting in the experimental phase. And yeah, that's the reason I spend so much time playing pixels.
Okay. That's good. I didn't know it was this. I knew it was great. A huge play to drop, but I didn't know it was like this. Wow.
Yeah, it was great, but we didn't know the price, and we didn't know if it will be like people. I remember people didn't want to risk their berry token a lot because they were afraid, like they will be on losing their tokens and stuff like that. But I like it, the competition, so I still invested a lot of the berry token because you need to, if you wanted to compete for good, you needed to buy a lot of energy to be able to play every day, all day long. So yeah, the only way was spending berry at the time.
And you did it. You spent.
Yes.
Okay, so you invested something, but it was one of the winners and a very good one.
Yeah, I invested something, but I knew it could go wrong. I didn't care because I like pixels. But of course, the reward was good, and I'm very grateful for that.
Okay, so it was wonderful. So your victory was, how people say, it was sweeter than the others because you weren't a whale. You were just free to play, like you said. So
yeah, I was. I only had VIP at the time, VIP, and that's all, and berry to invest.
I know it's late, but congrats, Glun. Congrats. Okay. What did you do with the prize? Can I ask?
Yeah, I started a guild called the Clover Guild. And bought some lens, NFT lens, pixel NFT lens, and and other Ronin NFTs. That's what I can think of at the moment.
Are you a whale in the pixels nowadays?
I'm not sure.
A little whale, medium one.
Don't be shy.
A little shark.
I don't know.
A dolphin, little dolphin.
Yes, a dolphin.
I mean, it depends on your vision. I like, for some people, $1,000 is a lot of money, and for some people, it's nothing. So I think it depends on the one looking, not on me.
Okay. Great to know. Okay. Glun, we know you play a lot, so of course you have strategies. Everybody has. Do you have any special strategy that few people know about it? I mean, not because they don't know, but you see few people doing this.
Oh, well, yeah, what I can think of is that I don't see a lot of people using the dashboard to gain XP. And I've been using the dashboard to gain XP since it's released. I even posted about this, like I leveled up my cooking. I think, I don't remember well, but I believe I leveled up like 15 levels or 20 levels around that, only doing the dashboard. Like only completing tasks. I'm not sure if now there are tasks that give high cooking XP, but I see that there are mining tasks, for example, that give high XP. So there is a way to use the dashboard to gain XP. If you don't play a lot, that is a very good way, because otherwise you will need to play like a lot, because you need to grind. But if you use the dashboard to gain XP, you can like log in, check if there are high XP tasks, deliver, and then log in again when you can. But you don't need to
Good to
be
know.
playing all day. Yeah.
Great. I'll take notes about it.
And what is your favorite feature of the game and why?
I think Pixels is the best Web3 game in the social aspect. I think honestly it was better in chapter 1, but I think that the team has recognized it, and they are correcting, like making changes so we can become even better than chapter 1, hopefully. But I believe the stronger aspect of Pixels is the social aspect, and the ability for you to meet your Web3 friends, how I call it, like without the friends, without the FREN, because I think it's the best part of Pixels, if you ask me.
Okay. So, in your opinion, that's what most differentiated from the other games?
Yes, currently yes. I think there are other games like popping up, like MMOs, where you can meet your friends, but the difference, I believe, is that these games are very directly grinding games. Like you need to level up a lot, and on Pixels you have the choice. Like you of course, if you want to play like the full experience, you need to level up too. But someone starting now, like, have the choice to log in, play casually, meet their friends, and then play casually when they want. But they are not forced to level up. On these other games, on these MMOs, if you don't level up with your friends, you will stay in a different place of the game where you cannot meet your friends anymore. Your friends will be in the high mountains and a far away place, and you will be on the basic tutorial island. And on Pixel is different, because you can always be on Terravilla, you can always be on an NFT land, so it doesn't matter your level, you can go there. So I think that is why Pixels is still the strongest social experience, and hopefully it will be even better in the future.
I hope so. Yeah, I love it so. Yeah, okay. Now, let's talk a little bit about economy. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I know you are really good at this part because
Yeah.
we usually read your content on Twitter, and you mentioned these kind of things. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about it. You mentioned this not only about pixels, of course, but also about Web3 in general. So let's see your point of view. But as we are talking about pixels, so Glun, please, what do you think about this economic model that we have nowadays in pixels?
The economic model.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, I believe there are some things that are that can be better, for sure. I think we still need more things for items, because we have a lot of items we don't use. We all have like 50 of the same item, of the same cosmetic item we will never use, for example. And I think there are a lot of space to make the economy better, for sure, like on the item aspect, item things, and this will impact the pixel and coins, of course. And also the pixel token, I think it's in a good direction, because now we will have more games using pixel. Hopefully they manage to make it so more people are spending pixels than earning pixels. That's the goal, finally. But hopefully with Roniverse, for example, this is we can see this in the initial days, because if we don't see this and this in the initial days, I don't know. I think it's important for the community to have to give the community hope, to show the community that it's possible, because one thing is theory and the other thing is what we see.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes, we see. It is good because they always are in touch with us on EMAs, and they speak. They tell us. But as you said, it's good when we see what they are speaking. So yeah, I believe community hopes something more right now. Talking about it, do you think is it possible for token pixels return, for example, like being 6 cents again, or it was in the past?
6 cents? Yeah, I think 6 cents is I think it's possible to the token to rise. It's not difficult in the sense of the necessary market cap for it. I was making the calculation before the interview, and for example, there is a token mana from Decentraland, another game, an older game, and this token is at a market cap that, if the pixel token is, it will be more than 60 cents. The initial price, I believe, was about this when it launched. So it is possible. Of course, it will be very hard because the sell pressure is there, but it's not impossible. Like, if the pixel ecosystem keep expanding and they do good moves, yeah, it is possible. But I want to say that me personally, I never saw a game token so far that dropped like 99% from the all-time high, and after that they passed the all-time high. Like they were bigger than the all-time high. It never happened that I know. So
Pixels will be the first.
yeah, if it happens, it will be like, yeah, something unprecedented, something new. So it's better, like, realistically talking, yeah, hopefully if the ecosystem keeps growing and the pixel team do good things, we see the token going up slowly, something like that. But I don't know if we will see that prices again, because there are also a lot of unlock pending to happen. Like 70% of the token has to unlock still, with every month is unlocking. So there's a lot of work for the Pixels team to do, and hopefully we can see the vision, the Lux vision come true, that make play to earn sustainable, and that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in Web3, everything's possible.
Yes, for sure. I believe we are still early, even after since Axie, I believe we are still early. We are still in the experimental phase.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we got some Web2 projects like Tibia, for example, to start talking about Web3 and trying to implement Web3. And this is a good sign. This means that the Web2 games are starting to recognize that the Web3 model is a promising model. Of course, since everything is experimental, we still don't know the way to do it, but they are trying, and that's good. That's cool. We are all participating in this big global experiment.
Yeah, I feel good about it. Okay, and as we are talking about economy, Glun, in your point of view, is Pixels, do you think it's possible people getting some return by playing it yet? Because, people only complain, but maybe they can have a return back if they think a little bit and have some strategies. Do you think it's possible nowadays?
A financial return, you say? I think in any Web3 game that has an economy, it is possible. Because if you are a good trader, you will know what to do. Like, it is applied to Pixels as well. Of course, it's possible to earn. But with the current global economy and that affects crypto, and Bitcoin affects Ethereum, and Ethereum affects Ronin, and Ronin affects Pixels. So we are in a place where we are earning less, but it's still possible to get a return, like you say.
Mm-hmm. Even nowadays.
Yes, of course.
Okay, and you told us about your play to airdrop. It was it was a tired moment, but you got it and you are happy and you don't regret about it, of course not. But apart from this, have you ever had to make a difficult choice between profit and gameplay in Pixels?
Difficult choice? I don't think so. When I make a choice, it's like I have the mentality that if you do something that you should if you do it, why would you regret it later? Like, if you do it, it's because you think at that time you think it's the best choice, and that's why you did it, and I don't know. I don't know a specific time, but I have, for example, a lot of NFT avatars that I don't use, but they are still there. I don't know. I cannot think something specific, but I think regretting something we can go back to the basics. Invest where you are willing to lose. Like, Web3 is at this time still a big casino, you can call it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you like this concept or not, but it is what it is. So if you are spending something on Web3, you should know what can happen. right? So yeah, I don't regret anything. Like if I did it, it's because I thought it was the best. So yeah,
And you had fun all the time.
fun.
Uh-huh. You had fun.
In the past.
No, in all the decisions you took in Pixels.
Oh, yeah, of course. The trading experience is fun.
Uh-huh.
Like it's exciting, you know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. When you know what you are doing, yes, look. Yeah. And you said something important. You said about trading, okay? Look, he always says that Pixels, it opens the door for new people know about Web3. Okay. In your case, have you learned anything new by playing Pixels? In economic terms, I mean.
Yeah, I think I learned a lot about how the bots can affect the economy in a game. And this, why I learned it with Pixels, I think is because Pixels is very transparent in a lot of ways. The team is transparent. Like there are no other Web3 game where the team is this transparent. And also in Pixels, you can literally see the bots. And in other games, in other Web3 games, you cannot, because the bots are, I don't know, think about any game. And in most games, you don't see the bots, right? If you play Axie, you don't like if you go to the arena in Axie and you click, like you will see the other player and no other player. So there are thousands of players you are not seeing, right? But in Pixels, you literally can see the bots, and this is so different from any other Web3 game. And like I mentioned, the transparency of the team. Talking about this is a new experience because no other Web3 team were talking about it so openly. So I think that is the most different thing that I learned in the economic aspect.
Mhm. And you lived this moment, Global. Well, yes, you lived because you played since the beginning that it came to Ronin. And I believe you saw the bots morning, the bots arriving. How is it for you now? When I entered, the bots were there. So it was common for me, and it's common for me, unfortunately. But when you started, there were bots or no?
I think it was harder to recognize bots. But I think, I think now it's easier to find bots because there are very specific things that they do. For example, they collect honey. And in chapter 1 it was different because every industry was kind of the same. So you will still find some bots, but they will not concentrate all bots on a single place, like now. And at Farm Camps, we do our best to ban these bots, and the community team also do their best. And most of the bans are made in waves. So there's a ban wave, and the team create a new algorithms to ban the bots, all at the same time. The reason is that if we manually ban the bots, the bots will just replicate. So we ban one bot, there are 2 new bots. We ban 2 bots, there are 4 new bots.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's not effective. So it's more effective for the human effort part for the team. It makes more sense to make ban waves, like recognize these bots, observe, see what they do, and then ban. That's the reason why you don't see farmhands planning all the time because of course we do it, but it's more effective that like the team is doing it with waves.
Oh, yes, it's interesting. It's a big fight, but we will win. I believe.
Yeah, I think it will be. I'm kinda pessimistic about it because
Really?
now with AI, and this is not only about pixels, but with Web3 games in general, and also with like everything we do in our lives. Like is incredible the rhythm that AI is growing. Like last year we couldn't create image properly, and now suddenly, like after 6 months or so, we can create perfect images like with perfect text, and it will just keep getting better. And there will be a point where anyone will be able to create easily a bot, for example. So I'm kind of pessimistic about this. I don't know how it can be solved. Like I can think of KYC, for example, like some Web3 projects are doing. It's not like the perfect solution, but it is if you make the lives of the voters harder, I think it's already a good step, right? So I think optional KYC is a good one. Raising the reputation requirements is a good one. Making so the NFT landowners or pet owners, they don't need to do the KYC because owning an NFT that is kind of expensive already proved that it's probably not a bot, because a bot will always buy the cheapest way because they want to profit in the cheapest way, right? Because they know they can get banned at any time. So yeah, I think that is a good way to fight the bots. But I know Luke is don't like some of this approach, so I don't know how it will be in the future.
Well,
But I see.
he said the same as you. He said they are working on AI, but for the other side. So maybe.
Yeah, but AI will be only get better on imitating humans. Like, yeah. So I don't know how it would be. I think finally KYC, like WorldCoin is doing, and I don't know. I mean, I know it's not popular. I know some people hate WorldCoin, like scanning your eyes for cryptos, things like that. But it's interesting because or eyes or fingerprints, like these are things that still make us unique, right? Still, yeah.
Yes, I'm one of the people that don't like. But okay, I wouldn't do it. So
Yeah,
I don't like
understand.
this idea about my eyes, about fingerprints. No, KYC, okay, the common one, okay, but not this one. I'm scared
But
yet.
you unlock your phone using your fingerprint probably already.
No, I don't like.
No,
I have the codes and other thing, but not the fingerprint. I don't like it yet. I'm scared
Yeah.
about it to see.
most
But-
people are already using the front camera to unlock their phones or fingerprint. And
Yeah, I know. I have
so-
people in my family that do it, but okay. Yeah, but I know in the end everybody will do it. I know, and it's something good to avoid bots. Okay. Well, Glun, you have just mentioned about people who had NFTs wouldn't need because so about NFTs in general, in pixels, I mean avatars.
yeah.
They bring they move the economy in the game as well. So I'd like to know your opinion. about all the integrated ones, which one do you consider? If you don't want to say the name, it's okay, don't say. But there are some of them that are more valuable than the others. I mean, financially saying, we have more advantage on have them. So, can you tell us?
Avatars or the NFT lands or bets?
Avatars.
I consider all avatars the same, actually. I think they are just cosmetics.
Nowadays,
Yeah, like what advantage you have if you have an avatar on Pixels? Nothing. It's just cosmetic. It's just to show to other people your identity.
yeah, in pixels.
Yes, in Pixels.
But for example, I will just give an example, okay? And for example, if there is a very beautiful avatar, okay, I have it, but I use it in pixels, okay? But it can bring me something because I have it on my wallet. But I use it just because of pixels. However, if I have it, and it opens some doors for me outside.
Okay, that's another topic. Like outside of Pixels.
Yeah, but because of pixels, in my opinion, because they almost all of them started in pixels, so we buy it because of pixels.
Yeah, I see Fortune Ronin. I know they have raffles every week, I believe, for the hoarders. Let me see. Cairo Pilots, yeah, you can use on other games like Cairo. Monkey, you can use on the future Monkey games that they're coming soon. Machine Arena, yeah, you can probably use it in the Machine Arena game, but they are, I believe, not very active at the time. Let me see. Like Ember, I don't know about Ember a lot. Cybercons, yeah, you can also use in the Cybercons ecosystem. Let me see what else.
Do you buy NFTs?
Yeah, I buy some NFTs.
To play?
To play, the last NFT I bought was a land for the game Raven Quest. And yeah, if I like the game, of course I'm more motivated to buy the NFT.
Okay, but you don't buy skins.
I also buy skins if I really like the game.
Okay.
Yeah, I played a lot of, and I am a gamer my whole life. So I, for example, played like 4,000 hours of Dota 2. I don't know if you know Dota.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a popular MOBA game, and in that game, do you know Counter-Strike?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, my nickname is from Counter-Strike. Yeah, I created it when I played Counter-Strike with my teammates. And yeah, I spent a lot of money on these skins that were like, these skins were, most of the skins were nothing. Most of the skins, of course. And most of the time in these Web2 games, you cannot trade your skins. So yeah, I spend on cosmetics too. I think most gamers that like to play these games, they are willing to spend if the game is good. That is part of the game, yeah.
Okay, great, Glun. So buying NFTs is part of the process.
Yes, I think it's very specific for each game. In the case of Pixels, we have the NFT lands and the pets at the time. and maybe in the future we will be able to mint some of the items, like the exclusive items, like the wineries, to be able to sell or trade on chain.
It could be nice.
Look, mentioned this in the AMAs, in the past AMAs, but I think there are other priorities now.
Would be nice.
Yes.
Well, okay. Now I have made you some questions about strategy, okay, but about challenges. Do you think that playing to airdrop was the biggest challenge you faced in Pixels, or do you face other bigger than that for you?
Oh, yeah, like I mentioned, like, the first Guild War. If I remember correctly, it lasted 3 days, or was it 2 days? I don't remember. But it was very, very intense. It was very fun, but very intense. It was like, it was different in the sense that in the play to airdrop I played alone, and in the first Guild War I played with the guild, and yeah, it was a big challenge. And there is also another one, a third one that I remember, that in chapter 1 there were some lands competitions, farm competitions, where you can like compete with others, like who can farm more than the others. You know, there was a leaderboard, and if you farm more than the others, then you win a prize. And I remember, like, I applied to one of these competitions, and I was playing a lot. And thanks to this, I got to meet a very good friend on Pixels. And he was the second place. Like, we were fighting for the first place. And but it was cool, because now I like, thanks to this, I got to know him, and yeah, we always talk now. It's cool. It was cool. Like, this is what makes also Pixels very unique, because you can participate in these events and these competitions, and you get to know people that are doing the same as you, and they are passionate about the same things. And yeah, it's cool. Like, in real life, it's hard to maybe get to know people that are passionate about Web3, for example. But yeah, in Pixels, yeah, you can literally meet these people on a virtual board.
So, Glun, if you could change a mechanic or system in the game right now, what would it be, please?
Yeah, other than the optional KYC, and the massive item burning that I mentioned before, I think a good method will be a weekly raffle. Imagine if there are weekly coin raffle or something. It can be anything. It can be a pet, an amount of coins or something. But to participate, you need to burn you need to bring these items you will never use, like these cosmetics we have, like these repeated items we have, like these dresses we get each event, and we have like 50 or 60 of the same. Imagine if you can burn this, like you can give it to an NPC, and in exchange to give it to the NPC, this NPC gives you tickets that are only valid for that week. It's not that like the carnival ticket that is lasted forever. People still have the carnival tickets. No,
Yes.
in this raffle, the tickets will only last for a week, you deposit the tickets, and then next week you have another raffle. So people are always motivated to participate in the raffles, and you have a way to spend these items that otherwise you will never use. Like these are literally trash items. That trash items are a thing in every game, like every MMO or RPGs have these items. This is normal, but what makes it different in Pixels is that they're cosmetics. So it feels weird because when they are cosmetics and you can only use one at a time, like feels off, you know. In these other items, in these other games, these items used to be like stones or things that you'll never use, so they're occupying space in your inventory, doing nothing. But I think what makes it weird in Pixel is that they are cosmetics. So, and it feels wrong. Another thing I will add is other than the raffle is an auction system where you, like, for the next NFTs or the next industries, like you can go and make a bid on an item that will come out, like for example the new fishing industry. There are 20 of this limited item, 20 tier 4 fishing pond, and you can go and make a bid on that item, but it is you don't know what others are bidding, so it's what do you call, I forgot what to say, but you don't know what others are buying. You only can bid like without knowing. So if you don't get the item, you get your pixel tokens returned, but not all. Like a small percentage of the losers are burned, and the winners get all the tokens burned. Or I know that Luke doesn't like that word, like burn, because he believes that the tokens should go back to the ecosystem. But for the purpose of this, it's the same, right? Because this goes back to the ecosystem, but it gets unused for a lot of time. Mm-hmm. And that is what I can think of. What I can think of now, that raising reputation, optional KYC, weekly raffle to burn items, and the silent auction, you can say.
Okay. I really liked your idea about. You explained your idea about. In my mind, I imagine like recycling old stuff. You mean?
Yes, exactly.
And on my mind, I imagine a machine like that one that we used to have on sports parts, that you put some things there for you have another. So, in your case, we would have a ticket bag, and it's brilliant. I really loved your idea. And maybe per week it could be like a kind of thing that you put in the machine. I don't know. For example, this week is clothes. I don't know, skins. Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
but
yes. Yes,
I love it, Glun. We should do it. Lale, we need to make a big post about it, okay? Because Glun's idea is perfect.
Yes.
I already suggested this idea, but I think that the team is kind of saturated now with all the work they need to do. So I don't know if they are at this time listening to new ideas, in the sense of that they have so many things that they need to deliver, right? The pixels taken is not out, and they are probably focusing all of their energy on that, probably. And I already mentioned some of these ideas to the team, and I would love to post on Twitter as well, so more community members can give their opinion about it. Yeah, it will be great.
I'd love to do it, and you are right. Everybody has a lot of things that we don't use and we will never use it. So
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I would participate it every week. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yes,
me too.
me
Every
too.
week, yeah.
I want this. Okay. 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 So Glun, we know you told us about your strategy or your hint about doing task board to level up. But in your opinion, what separates a casual player from a truly strategic player in pixels? Strategic player in pixels.
This reminds me of a discussion I had with Ronin last week. My good friend Ronin.
I like Amelie as well.
Me
She's
too,
cool.
me too.
Yeah, I think the difference is that, like in short words, the casual player don't care about the CPP, like a coin per pixel and stuff like that. The casual player just plays, and the hardcore player takes note of everything and creates spreadsheets, and but of course everything is valid, like it's a game and you can play it however you want. There is no correct way to play the game, right? You can play the game however you want.
Yeah. You are strategic.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe I am in the middle. Sometimes I play casually, sometimes I play more strategically.
Okay. Especially in events, it's necessary we make we put the numbers on the paper.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
when events is different. In everyday play, gameplay is different than events. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well. Do you think Pixels is more a kind of game that it's more for luck, intelligence, or grind?
I believe you need grind to level up, because there's almost no other way. Like, we currently have the potions and the taskboard XP, but if you really want to level up, there's no other way than grinding, right? Like, if you want to level up fast, I mean. And in the sense of intelligence, it matters in the what is the best thing to do, right? It relates to the last question as well. Like, if you're a casual player, you don't need to think a lot, really. You just do the things and that's it. And in terms of luck, I think luck is very important in the events, especially because, unpopular opinion, I believe the dashboard is very predictable, and I believe of course the algorithm change all the time, but dashboard most of the time, in the past at least, I don't know now, but in the past it was very predictable. Like, you can make the numbers and you will know more or less what you will get, and you can predict like how would the month look, for example. But with the current merchantships, I think luck is way more relevant. It's not predictable. The dashboard was predictable, I don't know now, but the merchantships is not predictable. So luck is more important there.
Okay. Are you lucky?
Yeah, I have the Clover buff. I'm very lucky.
Okay.
Very
Yeah.
good, very good.
I understand. Look,
anyone can join
he has
Clover.
Clover,
Yeah.
so of course he's lucky.
Of course.
Yeah. Anyone can get the Clover buff.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you are sure. You're right. Okay. Okay. And we have talked a little bit about Pixel's community and that it's the social part. It's really great and different from the others. And you agreed with us that that's the most that's what differentiates this game from the others. And well, you told us a case about in a competition you and another person became friends because you were competing for the first place.
Yes.
But apart from that, have you made friends or have stories to tell us with other players because of Pixels?
Oh my god, I have a lot of stories. But I don't want to mention anyone because I don't want to forget anyone. There's so many people, like too many friends. And I am really happy about that. I really appreciate that we get to know so many awesome people thanks to Pixels.
Yeah, I understand. About the okay, we make friends. You told us a competition. Is there? Can you tell us not the people's name, but the situations in Pixels that it's easier to make friends? I mean, guilds is okay, everybody's friends, I believe, but outside of guild, like I don't know how you know
Yeah.
a strange person and start talking. I don't know.
In chapter 1, I believe it was way easier because, for example, some of my IRL friends, some of my in real life friends, I was meeting them on my land and in other lands. And it was so cool, like I log into the game and I can see them there, right? It was like a very different experience. But now, like with the chapter 2 update and specs, this changed a lot because people spend, like low level people spending more time on their specs, and the guilds have fragmented the community a lot because some people just spend the time with their guild and not with others. So I believe this fragmentation harmed a little bit the community part. And sorry, I don't remember the question, but yeah.
situations to make friends. So
Oh.
you said your land was
Yeah, it
was a
it
good
was-
point to make friends.
It was a good point. Now, I think I want to say events, but I like when I hosted this FarmCon anniversary event, for example, I met new people, but that is really my personal experience, and I can reflect like other players. So I'm thinking about any player that can make friends, and I think like participating in events like as a viewer too can be a good way. Probably I don't have this experience because I'm not very active lately in the past weeks, but yeah, probably currently events is the best way to meet a lot of people at the same time, and hopefully we can get the chapter 1 experience again sometime in the future. Like in the sense of meeting everyone at the same place all the time, not only with events, you know.
Yeah. Do you have an idea how we could improve it to have more this social experience in Pixels? I remember Luke said this that you were telling us. It was really different in chapter 1, and now I can understand why in Lale too, because we entered in the end of 1, so
Yes.
we didn't have this experience. And we couldn't understand when Luke was telling us this. But now you telling us, so now we can understand why he was saying that. So, but nowadays with the game we have, do you have any idea of how we could make it?
Yeah, delete all the specs.
Uh,
No. I'm kidding. Don't cancel me, people, please.
I know it's spec-related people. I understand.
But yeah, I think it's the spec update especially fragmented the community like a lot because you can just like people that are lower level or even anyone that can that want to spend their energy, they can do it on their spec alone without others. So I don't know how, but this needs to change, right? There needs to be more motivation to get in the same place with others all the time, not just with events, because it's like in chapter 1, like I said, it was all the time, like all day. Anytime you can meet someone, and now it just feels different. So I don't know the solution really, but probably with the next updates of chapter 3, let's see how it is. You imagine if we can do more things together with our friends. And also I think the guild part also fragmented a lot of the community, because like you need to choose a guild and your friend is going to another guild and your other friend is going to a different guild, and you only can use the guild lens, and all of this like so I don't know the solution, but I think the fragmentation is the word that needs to be solved if we want the chapter 1 vibes again, like meeting everyone at the same place. Terra Vida is not I personally feel is not the same as meeting someone on the lands. I don't know. No, don't know why, but I don't feel it's the same. Maybe because when you meet someone in the lands, there's a specific group of people, like less people. But in Terra Vida, the chat, it is so crowded. The chat is like going very fast, and you cannot really communicate with the others. Maybe it's because of that. I'm not sure.
Yes, it's fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I wasn't there, but I'm set. Okay. I hope so. We can have this again we have the chance to participate.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So sad. Well, you were talking about guilds, and okay, we are cells inside of a body, but that's okay. So now let's place just 4 questions about what if. Okay, so imagine the situation. What if you were Luke?
Wow.
Okay, and what would you do better for guilds? I mean, guilds nowadays. I won't give you any reasons, but what would you do for guilds?
I think guild wars can be something permanent. Did you play Clash of Clans, for example?
Kind of, but not the real one. Generic.
Okay, in Clash of Clans, you have your guild, and you can attack other guilds all the time. Like it's not an event. It can happen anytime. So imagine if, for example, you have your NFT land with your guild, and my guild wants to attack your guild, and we can get together and attack your NFT land because we want your resources. So everything that is in the surplus or whatever is on these crops or trees or whatever, we can attack the guild and have the resources. But you can also put a shield. That is a mechanic in Clash of Clans, for example. If you don't want to be attacked, you can put a temporary shield. It's not permanent. So you can be attacked for example, 3 days or something like that. And this will create a different gameplay and more strategic gameplay for guilds. Like, we will need to work together. We will need to create alliances. We need to create common enemies. It will be very, very fun. Like, all the time we will have to be thinking about, oh no, I don't want to get attacked. I want to attack this big guild. What can we do? You know, that would create a very, very different environment, and I think that's missing in the game. Like, that will make guild way more exciting, if you ask me.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I wouldn't like to fight my guild. Okay, I agree. Yeah, it could make the guild, even the guild members, more united, because we were talking yesterday, Lali and I. Guild, okay, we are a community, we have our members, we talk a lot, but when event starts, like, it's not the same anymore, you know.
Yeah.
We talk, hi, hello, but it's not the same anymore. Don't have that. I don't know.
Yeah, because it becomes an individual game. Like, everyone is doing their own things, and because the industry now are single player, which is, I think, good in the terms of combating botting, but it's bad in the terms of people don't have incentives to go to a land if all the land is being used. So it becomes a weird conflict of okay, I need to play my own pixels game, but yeah, I also want to socialize, but you know, it's you cannot do this 2 things at the same time. So that's why it's something is missing there to connect this.
Yeah, there's a gap there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. And okay, I like this. What if you lived in the game? Okay, what would be your favorite place other than your home? You cannot choose your land or your spec. What's your favorite place?
Oh my god, so hard. I don't know, probably in the middle of Terra Villa or the beach.
The middle of the villa, in the middle of everyone?
Yeah, I mean, I can sleep under a tree there and then go back to stay nice with the people.
Okay. okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, especially not world like 150 to 170 to sleep. Okay. What if you could create an event that Pixels has never done before? What would it be about?
Oh my god, I remember when I started Pixel, like, I think they asked this question on Twitter. I think Haiti asked it, and I gave this idea of an event that is a pandemic. When do you know the game Mafia?
No.
Mafia game?
No.
Okay, it is a game of the wolf game. Do you know the wolf game, where there is a wolf in a village that when it's midnight, this wolf can kill other people. When in this case, it's a global pandemic that reaches Terra Villa, and 20% of the population, for example, giving random numbers, gets infected. But we don't know, like, the player that gets infected know that they are infected, but the players that are not infected, they only know that they are not infected. Like, there are no visual cues, like you don't know who's infected, right? So the game will be like, there's a pixel pool, and Of course, they can be any other roles. Like in the Mafia game or the Wolf game, for example, there are a lot of roles. But to simplify the explanation, let's make it two roles, like the infected and the not infected players. And the goal of the infected players is to infect everyone. And the goal of the not infected is to not be infected but by the infected players. So if when the times end, like more than 50% of the players are infected, they win. The infected wins, and the not infected wins if they don't get infected. So it will be very, very, very fun. Like imagine, because you don't know who's infected, so you can you can go to your friend, and your friend is infected, and he can deceive you, and there will be very interesting social game that is characteristics of these board games. And I think it will be an awesome event. It could be like, just to simplify, it could be like zombie, right? Like
that's what I'm imagining. When you talk, like zombie.
Me too.
Exactly.
Oh,
and
I do like it.
Oh, it was called, I forgot. There is a name in Portuguese for this, right? I forgot. Pega.
Game is like pega.
Pega, no?
Yes, pega. Lali. Pega.
É, sim.
Yes.
Sim.
Pega.
Well, but what with in the case of these games, Mafia game, for example, or the Wolf game, is kind of more complicated because there are more roles. But of course, if the simplest one is just people following each other and need to touch each other, and it will be. I think it will be very, very fun. Like it will be very interesting.
I like this.
Yeah.
But we could have it.
Yeah, I think it is.
Why not?
Yeah, imagine if we start one day and you need to go touch other players to infect them. Like it will be very, very interesting. And everyone running around. There are villains everywhere.
Be so good. But you must enter in the game. You can't be out during the event just to come and end and say, okay, I'm not infected. No.
Yeah. If you want to participate, you need to be on the game for X time.
Yeah.
Like,
I like this. I really like it. Okay, taking notes about it. Okay, and the last one from What If, we are almost in the end. And what if you could open a new place in Terra Villa? What would it be?
Yeah, like I mentioned before, auction house to bid on items, so we can burn pixel to get in new industries or new NFTs, and the raffle house, the place where you can burn your items that you will never use. These two I think will be the places.
Okay, we need these places. Okay. Well, okay. So now about future of the game, Glun. From your perspective as a player, investor, what is the future of pixels in the coming years? When Luke says he imagines, and we can imagine with him, a big ecosystem, like a lot of games around, and pixels like launching other games, helping other companies growing their games, and a big it's a big ecosystem, maybe not a chain, I don't know. What do you expect for Pixel's future? I know you are bullish on it, but for the project.
I think when someone asks me, like in my community, will this token go up and down? I always say I don't know. Like we don't know. Like in the current market conditions, especially, it's very, very hard to know, because things are very different than any other time, and people are like afraid to spend their money because they don't know what will happen tomorrow if the US politics and China and stuff like that. That everything is affecting crypto, and therefore it's affecting pixels. So there are so many components of it that we don't know. So I cannot say something specific about the future and the economy part, but I can say that I really hope Pixels is the game that cracked the play to earn formula. Everyone is looking for that formula, right? So I will be very happy if Pixels is the game that achieves that, and we get a growing and a big ecosystem, and that would be cool.
Okay. I was thinking about it. I believe Pixels will get it. I believe.
Let's hope that.
You told us about some updates you'd like to have in the game. Even mentioned about something chapter 1 is missing now, like the social part. But is there any other thing that you'd like to see in the game in the future updates? It can be just a small thing, or maybe a big feature. Not the ones that Luke has already said, but different ones.
Okay. Mini games. I think if it's very important to have some multiplayer mini games. We had a interesting mini game in. It's called left or right. It was very simple. Like you need to choose a side, left or right. And if there are more people left, the people on the left win, and so on. So that was very interesting mini game, but it was botted a lot. But I truly believe, if we have a simple mini game like that, even if it's not paying like anything, even if it doesn't give coins, energy, or whatever, people will still play sometimes because it's an activity. You can do it with your friends. Like you can get your guild there and participate with your guild. I don't know. We need these activities inside Pixels. I believe these are missing. We need these mini games, like permanent mini games, not just like the carnival ones. We need mini games for sure. I think everyone can agree with this because I read a lot of posts talking about this, and I also know that Luke mentioned this in the AMA. So yeah, I think we need these mini games. Even if these mini games don't give anything, is good. Like the option to play the mini game is what makes it good. Like we need to have this and the possibility, right?
I have heard some people saying, and I'm one of them. Thanks God, our community, Nalali, we play it because we like it.
Yes.
Okay, it pays us token, this is good, but we play it first of all because we like it. And we would love to have kind of mini games that you were telling us. To play with friends, sometimes, maybe we're like this, Glun, in your community too. Like, we say, hey guys, what about everybody going out right now and to the sauna in World 50, just to talk? And everybody goes. We go there just to talk, just to use the chat, like in the game, because we like doing this. So why not playing a mini game like you said? It could be really nice.
Exactly. Yeah, it can give like a small amount of energy when you play with your community. Like if you play alone, maybe it doesn't give you anything, but if you play with a lot of people, like with high reputation, it can give something. So you need to get together with your friends to go and play the mini game. They will make it a magical experience, right? So let's go get energy, or let's go get, I don't know, this. It'll be cool. Or even pixel token, right? Why not? Because In
Why
this
not?
case, it makes sense because you need to get with X amount of people there. Like you cannot go alone, so you will always have to look for other people to complete this mission or whatever of playing this mini game. Yeah.
It's really good. I was thinking about maybe, the post office. We can win something every day if we go there. But what if we have a simple mini game, like you said, left or right? And if you play, you have the chance to win one poppy barrel, just one. So it could be really nice. Just to have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Glum, we are almost in the end. I have a last question. And we know we talked about gameplay, economic things, and what if, and many things. But we know there are some new players coming, and the game now is not so easy for them. So, as you are a very experienced person in the game, could you give some advice for someone who is arriving now in the game?
Oh, if you are arriving in the games, you're just starting now, I believe you should talk with more experienced players. Join Pixel Discord, follow Pixels on Twitter, follow your favorite content creators. And ask around. People in Pixels love to help others. You can ask farm hands that are our Discord, and you can ask us. You can ask Lale or Nina or me, and we will gladly help you. Right? I don't know, something very specific to say. Maybe avoid doing the dashboard when you just start because it will be expensive for you. And focus on more leveling up to tier 2 at least before trying something different. Just level up tier 1 to tier 2, to level 20 or something. Every skill to level 20. That would be a good start.
Oh, that's it. Glum, it is always good talking to people who like the game. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Glun.
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Lale. Thank you, Nina.
Nina, I loved this episode.
Oh, me too. Glum is really fun and he's also really
Yes.
smart. Well, so, Lale, just for you know, okay, Glum is coming back very soon to talk with us about Web3 in general.
Whoa, very good.
He's coming back. Okay, but while Glum is just taking a little rest from us, our next guest is really special too, Lale.
Okay, so tell me more.
I can't tell you a lot, but it's gonna be a girl next time.
Girl power.
Yeah.
So, Nina, see you in the next episode and in Terra Villa.
Yeah, see you.
Bye.